Why was Mike McCarthy fired right now?
Yeah, it almost, there's all those Green Bay guys that are in Cleveland now, John Dorsey, Elliott Wolf, Alonzo Highsmith. It almost feels like a Browns move that has come to Green Bay, something they would do. I think the why now is obviously the last straw was the game yesterday against Arizona. Just, you can't lose that game at home. It looked like the players didn't exactly play for them in a game that they had to have to keep any hope alive. This was inevitable. It was coming at the end of the season. Maybe two things. One, it allows Mark Murphy, the team president, to do a little bit of the legwork before all these other jobs open up so that when January 1 hits, he can hit the ground running. And two, everyone wants to paint it as Mike McCarthy deserved better. Maybe it was better for Mike that he didn't have to stand there for 4 weeks and answer questions about his future, and maybe it spared him a little bit.
Yeah, I can understand the lame duck part of this because I didn't think McCarthy was going to be back. But the role that Aaron Rodgers has played and will continue to play in the coaching situation is what?
Well, he's got to have a guy that he can work with, and the coach has to be able to work with him. That was basically the gist of my piece that's up on ESPN.com right now, is that the pressure is now a little bit back on Aaron Rodgers because, right or wrong, it's perceived that he orchestrated this. And look, the relationship with McCarthy wasn't what it had been. They did win a lot of games together. They did have conflict, but they were always able to win. But once you couldn't win, the conflict became probably the reason that they didn't. And I wrote this. Look, if there's two head coach openings, and right now there are, and one of them is Cleveland, which has a young, impressionable, moldable quarterback in Baker Mayfield, and the other is a quarterback that has, obviously accomplished a lot, but that you have to manage. Would the job be more attractive with a quarterback that you can mold versus one that you have to manage? And I think that's part of what you get with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I said I would probably lean towards the Browns opening, believe it or not. You have that legacy, the history of the Packers, but I get Rodgers at 35. I get Baker Mayfield at, 24? And it just feels like Cleveland is moving up. Green Bay's heading down.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.